If Kyrie Irving doesn't get the vaccine, it's over. Party gone. This new rivals, yo, we already know the Lakers are gonna win. Like if that happens, if Kyrie doesn't get the vaccine, it's done. At this point, the take that I had trade Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving might actually happen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Rivals episode 8, bro. 8 episodes in. We feel good. The drama is hot. So much going on. But before we start, Poppy Solo, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's Monday. It was media day for the NBA. Preseason is going to be at the end of the weeks on Sunday. It was a drought, but the NBA is coming back. And this is going to be probably the greatest season in NBA history. I'm excited for it, man.
I don't doubt that. This season, it's already been great, this media day. So let's just see if it keeps going. But yo, Brooklyn Nets news with Poppy Solo. This might be the longest one. This should be a whole segment. Let's just talk about the Nets for a minute.
We
What's
should.
going on? What's
Okay,
going on?
so let's just talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Their media
Yep.
day was damn near a circus, and I don't mean to use that in a way where the players are an act, but we had David Letterman there trolling Kevin Durant.
Bro,
You know,
time out. Let's just stop, dude. Bro, why did he ask what was he waiting for? Like, okay, if you guys didn't see, he asked KD, what does KD stand for? What was he expecting? Was he expecting KD stands for knowledge and dignity? Like what was he
that's
like?
actually be a good answer. But the
That would have
thing
been a
is,
good
bro,
answer.
it's David Letterman. It's probably just some kind of promotion tactic for a Netflix show he got or something. He's a comedian. What kind of made me sad on TikTok was the amount of people who thought it was just a dumb reporter and like didn't know it was the legend David Letterman. Now I know he's a legend. Not a huge fan. I thought it was corny as hell, but it was silly. It was cool. Whatever. It lightened the mood. But to keep going, I want to say something, man. I wasn't huge on the Patty Mills signing for the Nets only because I was ignorant of Patty Mills. I was a casual of Patty Mills. I haven't watched the Spurs in a while. I know he won a championship in 2014, but he's been in the league for a while. But the more I hear him and I see him, he's going to be so valuable to the Nets, and I'm so excited. Him, Paul Millsap, Nick
I think
Claxton.
after today, he's gonna be a lot more valuable. But let's keep going.
I mean, you say that, and you know what? We're not even gonna beat around the bush. Let's talk about Kyrie.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
talk about
go. That's
Kyrie,
what I
man.
want to talk
There's
about.
a
Kyrie.
lot of nonsense out here, and people like you, scavengers, I like to call people like you, Kyrie haters, who wait for every little bit of Kyrie news and then just jump to the extreme. Oh, Kyrie's not playing. Kyrie's not playing home games. Like, bro, the truth of the matter is, we don't know his status. We know he wasn't at media day. He talked to the media. He said everything will be figured out in a due date, and we'll get to the bottom of this. But he has not openly been anti-vax. He's just been a private person, which I
Yep.
gotta respect that. I gotta
Now,
respect that,
now
man.
here's the thing with that. Here's the thing with that. Now, first of all, before I start with my little, salig, I can't even say the word. Anyways, Rose City, what's up? I see you in the chat. Love that you're here, man. And secondly,
GG.
Kyrie Irving, man. There, I get it. He's a private guy, right?
Hmm.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Solo. There is about 3 places in the United States right now that is mandatory to have the vaccine. And I think the 3 places are New York, Washington, and California. I believe those are the 3 places right now that is mandatory to have the vaccine. Keeping that in mind, we
Hmm.
all know that Kyrie Irving just loves, maybe he's just doing this for attention. Maybe, like we said off camera, maybe he just didn't get the vaccine, so he doesn't have to show up for media
But
day.
that's not
Maybe,
attention,
right?
though.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
mean,
good for
no, but
attention.
here's the
That's
thing.
doing it
Here's the
because he
thing.
doesn't want attention.
But here's the thing. If Kyrie Irving just is anti-vax, and I don't think he is. I don't think he's that type of guy. But let's say he's anti-vax. That means that he'll be missing 42 games this season because
Hmm.
all those 42 games will be in Brooklyn. And
Hmm.
also, you got to keep in mind the game against the
Wait,
Lakers.
41, you mean?
41, my bad. 41 games. You got to add another one for the Lakers. You got to add another one for every time they play Washington.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
if this is true that Kyrie Irving is an anti-vaxxer, right? And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying like if you don't believe in the vaccine, me and Solo are not here to pressure you to get the vaccine. That is not what we're here to do. But when it comes to professionals and NBA players, that the league is already demanding players, 90% of all players have the vaccine. You should get the vaccine because one, you're a key player on the Brooklyn Nets. And it's been said already by NBA legends that the Nets aren't winning a championship without Kyrie Irving. That's one thing. KD believes it. Harden believes it. The organization believes it. Now, if Kyrie Irving doesn't get the vaccine, it's over. Party gone. This new rivals, yo, we already know the Lakers are gonna win. Like if that happens, if Kyrie doesn't get the vaccine, it's done. At this point, the take that I had trade Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving might actually happen because Kyrie doesn't want to get the vax.
Let me stop you there. Someone said that. Oh, he won't get vax. They should trade him. Trade him to Philly. The question is, why? And I'm not gonna curse. I'm gonna have self-control. Why the heck would Philly trade for a player that they can't play in Brooklyn with? Like,
that is true.
it makes no sense to me. To me, this is not a black and white situation. This is a very complex situation, which I'm sure the way Kyrie's talking about being with his team, the way he's so in touch with the community, it's tough for me to gossip about a man's, vaccine status when we don't even know it. Like, it's not like he's being as blunt as Jonathan Isaac and Bradley Beal, they're being very vocal, but I feel like Kyrie has become the spokesperson for anti-vax NBA players.
When he's not really anti-vax.
We don't even know his stance at all.
Exactly. I'm with you.
He's minding his business, living his life. But of course, Kyrie for clicks. That's what we call it on Nets Twitter now. Kyrie for clicks is a real thing, bro. It's a real thing. We're using it right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Kyrie, and I love you, Kyrie, and I would never, try to question your dignity and your character based on your vaccine status, bro. I love you regardless. Now, am I vaccinated? Yes. But I'm not going to force nobody to do anything. And I would like to hear from Kyrie himself what he's going to do for this season. But I'm sure he's going to show up. And I'll say this right now. Even without Kyrie, we are still beating the brakes off the Lakers. We're that talented that Kyrie could not play any home games. And we would still be NBA champions. So that's another reason why I'm so nonchalant about it, because we are that talented. Kyrie could kick it. He's on the team where he could realistically kick it, and we would still be contenders. We would.
So just Harden and KD beats the Lakers. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
If the rest of our team is healthy, yes.
No, not at all. Not 100%. At all. Y'all need Kyrie.
Okay.
First of all, y'all need Kyrie to go to the NBA Finals.
To say it more realistic, without him playing home games, so he'll play away games.
Not in LA.
True.
Yeah.
No. In LA though, I think visiting players can play there.
Got you.
Yeah.
So okay. Team. I guess. But look, with all that, they need Kyrie every game, and that not just for the Lakers,
bro.
Going to the NBA Finals, they need Kyrie.
He'll play, bro.
And I'm very high on Kyrie. I like Kyrie. I mean, I love Kyrie for helping LeBron James getting a ring. Like, I love that for Kyrie. I mean, he has a special place in my heart. I just hate that he's in Brooklyn. But besides that, he's a great guy.
Kyrie
great
saved
basketball
LeBron's
player.
legacy, and all he does is get hate for it. It's ridiculous, bro. Without Kyrie, man. Without
LeBron James,
without Kyrie, Cleveland wouldn't have what they have right now.
They were both equally important for that series.
I agree, but one person gets called the best player of all time, and one player gets called the 20th best in the NBA. So
we'll talk about that pretty soon, because that was very. He's just foreshadowing what we'll be talking about. But let's keep it up with the Nets. Now we're keeping up with the Lakers. Now, you've been very vocal on Twitter about the projected starting five for the LA Lakers. Now, Solo, I'm going to give you the floor. I want to hear what's wrong with the Lakers starting five if that was the actual starting five.
Now, when the Lakers made moves, they were loud moves. Westbrook, Kuzma being traded or whatever. They're loud moves. So it sounded like the Lakers had a God squad, that people were, super team. I'm starting to believe y'all Laker fans are right. Maybe y'all not a super team, because Because when you got Wayne Ellington starting at the 2, Trevor Ariza starting at the 3 in 2021, then you got Melo coming off the bench, Kendrick Nunn, like
all those players,
Rajon
all those
Rondo,
players,
and then you have
minus
Anthony
Rondo.
Davis starting at the 5, and his backups are DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard. This team is not.
Now
it,
let
Chief.
me say, when I saw this, I was so happy this was the starting lineup. I really, because look, let's be completely honest. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony and Anthony Davis and let's put Rajon Rondo. Let's say that was the starting 5, right? So Rondo, LeBron, Carmelo, AD, and who? Dwight Howard. I said.
There
Anyways,
is no good starting 5 for this team.
no.
That's how
But
badly
listen, if
constructed
that
it
was
is.
the starting 5, I would have been concerned. This starting 5 with Trevor Ariza and Wayne Ellington, having Carmelo Anthony, Rondo, Dwight Howard, THT coming off the bench that we all know are buckets. We know that Wayne Ellington had a 42% from 3 last year. I think he took 5 attempts of 3, so that's amazing. Trevor Ariza, another great shooter from the corner. So we can't have Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and Rondo starting because then there's no shooting. That's the big problem that the Lakers
but your
have.
perimeter defense is going to be terrible. And for the team you want to beat, the Brooklyn Nets, who have the best perimeter players in the NBA,
Ellington's a good defender.
Bro, against Kyrie and James Harden.
Okay, but when we talk about the regular season, obviously for the Brooklyn Nets, we'll have a different starting 5. But for the regular season, for these 72 or 82 games, I don't know what we're going with for the NBA. They haven't really officially announced it, and if they did, I don't know. This is a great starting 5. It is, because we got 2 shooters.
It's
We
probably
got
the
LeBron
best
James,
you can do,
Russell Westbrook.
but it's not good.
It is good. Anthony Davis plays his best as the center.
I'm actually glad AD's at the 5, and I know Laker fans are happy, but there's a reason why he's not been doing it. He's not comfortable there. Now, it makes it easier for us to play small ball too, like with a Blake Griffin at the center. Even Paul Millsap can play center if AD's playing center. Now, I'm not saying we're going to stop AD or anything like that, but, playing small ball is a positive for us as well.
I mean, Anthony Davis, it doesn't matter if you play small ball against Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is that good. He's great. I think people forget how good Anthony Davis is. You can't really there's no scheme defensively that you could put on Anthony Davis. The only thing you could hope for Anthony Davis is injuries. That's the only thing. Because
healthy though, you guys starting Anthony Davis literally just spreads the floor out for us as well. And we're going to eat y'all alive.
Anthony Davis is the best defender in the game.
We might be hyping up one of the most overrated finals of all time because it's gonna be a cakewalk when we play the Lakers. It's gonna be embarrassing for you guys. And LeBron's gonna trade for somebody else. Maybe bring Bradley Beal next year. He's gonna keep bringing these player after player to get embarrassed by the Nets.
Bradley Beal on the Lakers sound nasty. You said that, and I couldn't stop smiling.
Zach LaVine's a free agent next season. LeBron is ready, bro.
If Zach LaVine goes to LA, bro, me and Shaq are gonna have a field day. That's all I gotta do. all I gotta say. Shout out to Player's Choice. Look, let's just keep it going. Giannis came out and said that LeBron James is the best player in the world. Now, I wanna read the whole quote so everybody understands what he actually said. So here goes. This is Giannis quote. This is what he said. I like being a hunter. I am not the best player in the world. I am telling you, I am not KD, LeBron, Kawhi, Luka, Curry, AD might be. I am not. I am still hunting the all-time greats. LeBron is still the best player in the world. What do you think?
Now, like I was saying to you off stream, if you watch the context of that quote, he says, I'm not the best in the world. I'm not. KD starts that list. And then he goes on to, I'm chasing the all-time greats. LeBron is still the best in the world. That tells me he's saying LeBron is the best of the best when it comes to the all-time greats, but KD is the best right now. Because he's said multiple times, KD is the best. And, I love how humble Giannis is. It's great. But he's right. He's not the best in the world.
Yeah. But if we're gonna break that down, then he's saying that Luka. What?
He is second, I'm saying.
Okay, sorry. But let's say that he's not the best in the world, right? He's saying that this is an all-time great list, right? That I'm still not an all-time great like KD, Curry, and LeBron. He put Luka in that list. He put Kawhi in that list. They already are. I don't know why Luka was there.
They probably
Yeah, I
hang
know,
out,
but no.
just
This is
being
the thing.
nice.
This is the thing. This is the thing. I understand why people say LeBron James is the best in the world. I don't think this, but if I had to defend LeBron James on being the best player in the world, if I'm starting a draft today and I need someone to win me basketball games and make sure that I go to the NBA Finals, LeBron James is the guy I go to. He is still that guy.
First pick,
I don't care.
You get first pick, and it's 37-year-old
And
LeBron.
NBA today, and I need to go to the
You're
NBA
picking
Finals.
LeBron.
I'm picking LeBron James.
That's crazy.
It is, bro. He is still that. He's still that
I think
guy.
I could name at least 15 players I would pick before LeBron, bro.
Solo, stop it.
At least.
Solo, stop it.
At
Solo.
least.
Yo, LeBron's impact alone on a basketball team is disgusting. He knows who he needs to get. He knows what players need to be.
Good.
No, but that's the thing. Like LeBron James is not only you're not only getting a player, you're getting the coach, you're getting the general manager, part owner,
where he can draft anybody else. Like I feel like if LeBron was in our shoes, he wouldn't even draft himself. That's how good of a GM he is. LeBron
he would
draft himself. He would go after Giannis. He would go after KD. He would even go after Curry, which would be a wrong choice, but he'd go after Curry. LeBron is that smart.
If LeBron was picked first and KD was still on the floor, obviously LeBron's gonna pick KD. Obviously he's gonna pick Curry. Obviously he's not pick all these players.
First pick. He's not picking.
Exactly.
He's not picking
no,
LeBron.
first pick. If he's the general manager and he's like being picked, yeah, he'll go KD. But I'm just saying when it comes,
he's a GM and he's a player, so he can't draft himself. But he would not.
LeBron would draft himself.
No, he wouldn't.
He would.
Do that anymore.
I do.
I can see your mind changing it in
no,
your eyes.
No. I'm being for real. When it comes to impact in today's game, and you want to go to the NBA Finals, keep in mind not the best player, just the player that's gonna make sure you are there. LeBron James is still that guy. And if winning is the format of being the best player in the world, KD's not in LeBron's shoes. Curry's not in LeBron's shoes. None of these players are in LeBron's shoes. LeBron is he's in his own table. He's on his throne because he's still that good.
Look, people like you make me seem like a LeBron hater when I'm not. I'm a LeBron realist. I watched LeBron's entire career. It was amazing. He is, the second greatest of all time. I get it. But we got to give the NBA to these other dudes and stop relying on LeBron all the time. It's been fun, but it's over. It's a new day. This is KD's league. This is Giannis' league.
And I could go with that. I could say that now KD's better than LeBron. Not Giannis. I could say other players are better than LeBron, right? No, LeBron's still better than Giannis. But KD, KD, when it comes to the best player, KD's definitely a better player than LeBron right now.
We can rant forever. Let's just move on to our sleeper MVP.
I was about to say something nasty. You lucky. But anyways, sleeper MVP picks example. This is a topic I stole from Players' Choice, so make sure to show them some love. Sleeper MVP picks examples: Trae Young, Zion, Tatum. These type of players are not being really talked about of being the MVP of the league this year. Solo, who are some players that you might say, hey, this guy could have a chance of winning MVP?
So he's in my original MVP list. Well, I kept him out of my first one. He was in my second, but I guess he fits more for the sleeper. It would be Karl Anthony Towns. I've been talking him up forever, and seeing him in media today, he was so vulnerable and honest, and I feel like he's just elevated to a higher plane. I think his IQ is going to be on another level. And as long as the players around him, can feed off his energy, I think the Wolves are going to have a really good season. I'm actually excited to watch Wolves games. I haven't said that since KG was on the team,
Honestly, with D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, Jesus. Oh, Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns. Yo, that sounds good. I'm excited, but I disagree. I don't think... Although Karl Anthony Towns, for me, I agree that he is an MVP caliber player. I feel like if he, focus up, he could be an MVP. But there's a big but. You know where the hell he's playing. He's playing in Minnesota, the worst franchise in the NBA. And I quote, this is what he said. I've been through everything. And he's talking about the franchise. Death of a head coach. Oh, snap.
You okay?
Yeah, hold up. Give me 1 second.
It's okay. We still see you and stuff.
Yeah. Hold up. Zoom is saying Uh, says that we got 10 minutes and it's gonna shut down.
Oh, I see that too.
Yo, what? Praised by teammates, been a scapegoat for people. This stuff hasn't been easy. Carl Anthony Towns. That's what he said. And for that reason, I can't really put Carl Anthony Towns in the conversation to being MVP because the organization basically are putting him in numerous situations where he can't succeed. The only way I see Karl Anthony Towns winning an MVP if he leaves Minnesota. That's literally the only reason I could see Karl Anthony Towns because I know he's the talent. He's in the wrong team. That's what I think.
Now, I understand that wholeheartedly, but at the end of the day, the players are the one that play the game. And
Yep.
I'm not saying they're going to be a championship team by any means. But every year there's this team that probably shouldn't make the playoffs or the play-in now that the play-in is a thing. And I think the 76ers can be that, and especially if they win the Ben Simmons sweepstakes. If they walk away with Ben Simmons and they keep Ant, D'Lo, and Cat, bro, that's a fifth 5 seed in the West. A 5th seed in the West. Guarantee it. Lock it up. I'm on the bet anybody. The Wolves with Ben Simmons, that is a scary sight, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Man, I don't know who y'all think Ben Simmons really is, bro. But he's not that guy. I'm telling.
He's
Look,
an all-star.
he's not.
He's an
If they
all-star.
keep,
At the end of the day,
if they keep D'Lo and Anthony Edwards, of course, great place to be for Ben Simmons. Now let's be realistic. Daryl Morey, do you really think he's gonna give Ben Simmons first? Whoever they got on the bench? No, nor picks, nor anything. He wants a superstar
hey,
because he's trying to win a chip.
one second. Can you sit up? We're at
Oh,
work
yeah.
right now. You're slouched.
My
talking
bad.
to me.
I slouched because what you said. Like, it got me
I feel
really pissed.
disrespected here, bro. We are
you
at work right now.
Yo,
man.
when you said Ben Simmons, I was about to leave the show. I really was. But look, yo, Ben Simmons, you really like. There's no possible way you get Ben Simmons in Minnesota without giving either D'Lo or Anthony Edwards. Like that they're gonna.
I
that
think
they
his
have
value
to be in
could
the
be
package.
that low, though. I think the
No.
Wolves have some young guys, and
Yo,
some draft picks.
Did
that
you
Ben
not see what
Simmons'
Daryl
value could
Morey
be that
asked
low.
the Golden State Warriors? He asked for Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, was it Clay? Clay was part of that package, and 4 first-round picks.
Yeah, but he could have asked for that months and months ago. We don't know.
I
when
know,
that
yo,
happened.
but come on
The
now,
value
Daryl
has
Morey.
come down, bro.
Daryl
Now I'm not
Morey-
saying they will, but
I don't
I
know
feel
about
like
that.
there's no way the Wolves give up. I seen a report where the Wolves are not giving up D'Lo, but then I still see that the Wolves are front runners for Ben. So it's tough. I did see a quote. I know
Anthony
Steph
Edwards on
Curry's
the
not
go.
on this. You said what?
Oh no, Anthony Edwards on the go then, if that's true.
I don't. There's no way. I think
Yeah.
Ant is the face of the Timberwolves. Damn
He
game.
is. Let's just see what happens. Anyways, you were saying?
I honestly forgot my points. Thank you for interrupting. But
You
my
said something about
point
Steph
is,
Curry.
they asked Steph Curry was in conversations about Ben Simmons, and he said, "If you say you're not having those conversations, then you're lying." So I feel like Steph really wants Ben.
No, honestly, Steph wants Ben. I think the Warriors do want Ben Simmons, but they just can't go into agreement on what they're probably asking for Clay.
I
That's
bet they
what
wish
I'm.
they traded Andrew Wiggins now, though. I bet
Yeah,
they wish they traded
they-
Andrew now.
I don't know, man. I don't. Well, yeah, right now because of
Right
the whole
Yeah.
anti-vax thing. Who knows? Yo, let's just move on with that because that's literally the next topic. Anti-vax situations have been increasing daily, like the Warriors, both New York teams, the Lakers, and players like Wiggins, Kyrie, and Beal are all part of the problem of the anti-vax situation. We already talked about Kyrie in the beginning of the show, so I want to just really go into what Bradley Beal said. Now, Bradley Beal, and I quote, said, I can't believe he said this. First off, before I read this, I can't believe this man really said this. But let's just keep going. I just keep going. I would ask the question to those who are getting vaccinated. Why are you still getting COVID? You can still get COVID and still pass it along if I was vaccinated. So, what?
The harsh truth is that's a common misconception amongst people for some reason, and we got to understand that NBA players are just people that make a lot of money and play basketball. Yeah, scientifically, it's not accurate at all. That's like saying, why would you keep practicing shooting if you're not going to shoot 100%?
Exactly.
You know? And you
Why
can't really say
put
that.
seatbelt in a car if I know I'm not gonna crash.
Yeah, I get it.
That's literally same logic. But I think you
The
gotta
thing
be
is, bro,
responsible.
people are treating Kyrie like Kyrie has said this. Like Kyrie
Yeah.
hasn't said any of this stuff, and Bradley
Yo,
Beal's gonna get swept under the rug. Now it could be because Kyrie is that much better than Beal, which he is.
yeah, he
But
is.
people would put Beal up there with Kyrie. People said Paul George is better than Kyrie. So like at a certain point, it's like, how can you guys say this guy sucks, but then make him the headline every week? It's crazy
No,
to me, man.
that is true. I feel like Kyrie's getting unfair treatment. I feel like Bradley Beal should be on fire right now for what he said. There's no way you just say that. First of all, Bradley Beal has young fans. That's one. Bradley Beal has young fans. Is a man that is well known. Like he obviously well known in Washington, but he has a lot of camps in Washington that has a lot of young people. And now you're saying that the vaccine isn't something that should be responsible for. You're now influencing people not get the vaccine and make their own decisions. So that's the thing that I have a problem with. And now that he doesn't want to get the vaccine and he needs it to play in Washington, miss 40 games as Kyrie, like that's just a big problem. That's a big
Yeah,
no-no
I
for,
feel
for
bad for
Bradley Beal.
Dinwiddie because
Oh
he
yeah.
wanted there to go there and go crazy, but it's looking like. I mean, I think all this stuff is being a little bit romanticized for
Hmm.
news. I think everything will work out, including
Yeah.
with Bill. I hope this COVID stuff gets taken care of.
Hmm.
I'm not a pro-vaccine, lecturer, but the faster we get it, the faster we can go back to
Yep.
doing shit. I'm trying to go. I'm
I
trying to
I'm
go
with
to
you.
shows and go out downtown and
Yep.
go dancing with my wife. I'm trying to do shit. But
Yo, and you know what's funny? Russ before he left Washington tried convincing Beal to leave
hmm
Washington. So that's another thing that I wanted to point out. So that's pretty funny. Pretty
yeah,
funny.
yeah, it is. It is. I think Bradley Beal does not care about a championship. I think he
He
cares about
doesn't.
generational wealth, taking care of his family, and
That's
making
why I
as
think
much money
Bradley
as
Beal is
possible.
the most overrated superstar in the NBA.
Yeah, he gets fake
Oh,
mad when his team is bad, but like you're not gonna leave.
overrated. Beal, yeah, you're not gonna leave. You are in a bad situation. Bradley Beal, get the hell out of Washington. If you are really a guy that wants to win and you say you want to win in Washington and you know the situation is bad and he is what 30 plus already in his career, like he's
hmm
30 years old, bro, it's not getting better.
And
You're not gonna
I
tell
think
me that
Rui is out
Washington is gonna be good.
indefinitely too.
Oh
The
yeah,
Rui Hachimura, like
Russell Westbrook is gone, and your replacement is Spencer Dinwiddie. He's a bucket. I like him, but Kyle Kuzma is
I
the
forgot about Kuzma.
replacement,
Kuzma
bro.
averaging 25 confirmed.
Yo, Kuzma, man. Yo, Spencer Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma.
They
Yo,
said is
that
Dame
is not
overrated
winning.
then? See, me and a lot of sports don't agree on a lot, but we agree on Dame being overrated as heck. We do agree on that.
I'm with you.
It took him a while to see the light, but
Yeah.
I think Dame also doesn't care about a championship. I think he cares about being the king of his city,
Now,
being the number one option.
the thing with Dame, I don't think he's doesn't want to win. I don't think that.
He wants to
I
win
think
games, but the championship,
no. Obviously wants to win more than Bradley Beal, in my opinion. I
of
mean,
course.
he if there's rumors of him wanting to get a trade, that is more that we heard more than Bradley Beal. Like Bradley Beal said, no, I'm staying. No, Damian Lillard is still considering leaving Portland to a championship team. I think he
I don't
does
think
want to
he's
win,
no. I don't
but
think
he
he
wants
is
to be
considering
he wants
leaving.
to be he wants to be, he wants to do it his own way. But in the landscape that we are in today's game, Damian Lillard is never winning a championship with the Portland Trailblazers. Rose City, I am sorry, but he's not winning with the Portland Trailblazers. Doesn't matter who you bring. Really, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter who you bring. And if you trade CJ McCollum, who are you gonna get for CJ? No one.
Yeah, I feel
So
like people. I feel like we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I feel like Portland tried, but like free agents just don't want to go there for some reason, and that's just the
yeah,
reality of life. Some places are just more appealing than others. But nobody wants to. Nobody likes New York enough to play for the Knicks, so that's always the thing.
I think that's gonna change slowly. I think that's something that's gonna change very
Brooklyn,
very slowly,
Brooklyn
and
runs
Knicks
New
are gonna be
York.
in the for right now. But anyways, let's move on with the show. This has been trending on Twitter, and I've been seeing this a lot. Which version of Kyrie is better? Cleveland Cavalier Kyrie or the Brooklyn Nets Kyrie? Solo, who's better? Which version?
I think anybody who says Cleveland Cavalier Kyrie, first off, didn't watch Brooklyn Nets games. Second of all, they don't know basketball. And Kyrie is literally the best he's ever been. And not just by the eye test, which, people would say, statistically as well. This man had his historic and best season ever just last season, and he's just 29 years old. People talk about Kyrie like he's 35. Like, I know we compare Kyrie and Curry all the time, but Kyrie is much younger than Curry. And that's why Kyrie is so good, because he gets put on a level with these dudes who've been doing it for so long, and he still can get better. We are witnessing one of the greatest guards, not just point guard or shooting guard, one of the best guards of all time. And I think we should value that instead of constantly trying to tear it down, because one day Kyrie will leave the NBA and we'll never see anything like him ever again.
It might be soon too. That he might leave the NBA because things are not looking good in Brooklyn. But to answer that question, I'm sorry, Solo. Cleveland Cavalier Kyrie is so much better. So much better. Like this is the thing, right? We understand Kyrie Irving right now. Talent, just a talent, it's beyond what Kyrie was in Cleveland. Like, he got better throughout Cleveland to Brooklyn. But the thing is, he hasn't proven anything in Brooklyn. What? He's a better basketball player? If that's the question, then yes, Brooklyn Kyrie is better. But who is the better player on a team? Kyrie Irving in Cleveland, I'd rather take 10 times out of 10 than this version of Kyrie. Than this woke Kyrie. I want that old Kyrie to be on my team. This man averaged almost 40 in the NBA Finals, had the most clutch shot in NBA history. This man was the perfect Robin to the perfect player, LeBron James. I mean, Kyrie Irving in 2016, especially 2016, even 2015, before he got injured in that finals run in the playoffs, was balling out. Important minutes, important buckets. He was the closer for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He knew his role. Now I'm seeing Brooklyn Kyrie, and it's like, bro, I mean, I get it. 50, 40, 90 season. Great season, don't get me wrong. But what do you have to show for it? Nothing. You got nothing to show for your Brooklyn career as of right now. So for that reason, I can't put
first off, it's been 2 years. And second off, when people say which version is better, they mean the better player. And you don't miss Kyrie. You miss Kyrie and LeBron as a duo. That's what you miss. That's what you miss. You literally do.
No, I don't.
Anybody who knows basketball knows that Kyrie is doing what he's already done at a much more efficient level.
LeBron won a ring without Kyrie. He's good. Trust me.
I get it, but you're still bitter because
no, I'm not bitter.
You would have loved 5 more years of Kyrie and LeBron. Let's be honest here.
I would honestly love that. Yeah, as an NBA fan, I think most people would have loved to see.
I would have loved to see Kyrie, KD, James Harden, Nick Claxton, Blake Griffin, Joe Harris, James Johnson, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Millsap.
Is that a duo or is that a super team?
That's a regular team. The Nets are not a super team. I've come to the conclusion the Nets are not a super team. We talked about talking about this, so let's talk about this. Okay. They put Kyrie at 20th best. And I'm not going to argue against it.
Before you go, guys, we're talking about the ESPN top 10 list. Kyrie was 20th. Keep going, Solo.
Yes, and I'm not even going to argue it against it because that's what they want me to do. They want to debate this and promote their website and their, all that good stuff. But what I am going to say is if Kyrie is 20th, the Nets are not a super team. Because people told me in a lot of sports, you're one of those. You said we had 3 top 10 players on our team. And apparently you're wrong. Apparently we don't.
I'm with you. Kyrie, I'm trying to look exactly who was above Kyrie because I want to read it out to you guys. Here it is. Okay. So here we go.
Quest. ESPN,
Okay. So Kyrie Irving came 20. Now I'm going to read you guys up to 6, okay? So I'm not going all the way to 1, just up to 6, okay? So obviously Kyrie Irving and ESPN determined Kyrie being 20. Then above him, oh my, that's nasty. They got Chris Middleton, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, oh my God, old man Chris Paul George. I'm okay with that one. Bradley Beal, that's disgusting. James Harden at 10. Keep that in mind. Not only is James Harden a top 10 player that we all know, James Harden barely made the list as
So
10.
we're not a super
That
team.
that's crazy. Anthony Davis at 9 after the horrible season. As a Laker fan, after the horrible season Anthony Davis had, Damian Lillard at 8. So the Kyrie Irving and for ESPN, that is not even a debate. Kyrie Irving and Damian Lillard. Joel Embiid, Joe and Jokic coming at 6.
Now, I have a question for the chat for Loud Out Sports. If the Nets were KD, Harden, and Chris Middleton, would that team be a super team? Please,
Oh man,
please tell me.
dude.
If the Nets were KD, James Harden, and Chris Middleton, would that team be a super team?
I don't think so. I don't think that
right?
because Chris Middleton is just.
So if Chris Middleton is better than Kyrie, that means Kyrie is an even worse player.
That yeah, in ESPN standpoint, yes, they are, and also that means the Lakers aren't a super team either.
Yeah, I agree. Super teams
Russell
don't exist anymore.
Westbrook came 34th or something like that. 34th, bro. Averaged a triple double and got 34th on that list. Disrespectful. At least put Russell Westbrook top 20 and move up Kyrie Irving to near 10, in my opinion. Near 10.
I think this is the one and only time Nets fans and Laker fans need to join together and say, you know what? We're both not super teams.
Exactly.
According to ESPN, we're just regular old teams, trying to win a championship. Got it out the mud.
Let's go.
I think we can do that.
Brooklyn Nets and the LA Lakers are just regular teams. And so if they win this year, this is going to be the greatest championship of all time.
The NBA is so wide open. Anybody could win it, right? Anybody could win it.
I got you. Yo, Solo, that's probably the first W take you have ever said in your whole life. Anyways, let's move on with the show. Look, now let's go back to Ben Simmons real quick. Ben Simmons, is he getting an unfair treatment? Now, before I let you go, Matisse Thybulle said that he feels that Ben Simmons was thrown under the bus by the 76ers. And right after that quote, Joel Embiid said in Media Day today, Joel Embiid said he was disappointed and expected all his players, not just Ben, all his players to play at their highest potential. What does he mean about that?
I think Embiid, he's just,
was that shade?
That was shade. He's sick of Ben. I almost call him Ben Shapiro. He's sick of Ben Simmons shit, and but he's being real. I think Embiid will welcome Ben Simmons back with open arms if Ben Simmons, was ready to put the work in. But I think Ben doesn't want to be there, and that's why I think, bro, there's going to be a trade where we're like, wow, that's a fleece, because Ben Simmons' value is just dipping, and at this point, I keep thinking he's going to be traded. Then we go a week without him being traded. I have no idea what's going on with this. Embiid is visibly fed up. But he's also like, hey, man, I'm here. We've been through this together, and you just refuse to talk to us? I mean, I kind of understand where Ben's coming from, and at the same time, he got to talk to somebody.
And I think it's really childish from Ben Simmons, just not letting the organization know. Like, first of all, you're getting paid money. Like he's not in a rookie contract. This man has a max extension.
That's why he feels like this. He feels like, he feels like a superstar.
And then the least you could do if I'm Ben Simmons is show up to work, like James Harden did in Houston. Because although James Harden was also a weird situation over there, James Harden showed up and played and balled out. He dropped 40 after going to the club and eating hamburgers and putting it on an Instagram story. He dropped 40. I think it was actually 50.
What a legend, bro.
That man, he did James that Harden and then got traded. But Ben Simmons is not showing up to media day. He's not showing up to training camp. He's not going to show up for any Philadelphia 76ers games. This is a horrible look for Ben Simmons, and why would a team trade for Ben Simmons after hearing all of this?
Yeah, I would have respected Ben Simmons a lot more if he would have showed up to media day and said, I don't want to play here anymore. He should have showed up to media day and let the world know how he felt. I would have respected it a lot more. Now, I can't promise him it would have went well, but I would have respected it.
It would have definitely not went well, but it would have been a lot better than what he's doing.
I would have definitely respected it, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Like the chat is saying, Ben's gonna end up being traded for peanuts. It's the truth, and I think that's why that's why I think Doc Rivers is like, we would love to have Ben Simmons back. Yeah, because you found out he has no trade value. You don't want to give him up for draft picks and a role player. Of course, you would love to have him back, but you weren't saying that before. I see him going on these interviews and talks to try to clean it up. We all heard what you said, bro, in the press conference. You're done with Ben Simmons, but now that you figure out you can't get nothing for him, now everybody's welcoming him back. I think it's over. They got to just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yep.
And move on to the next one. They might not get a Brogdon type player anymore. They might have missed that, but maybe they can get anti-vax Andrew Wiggins or something.
Anti-vax Andrew Wiggins. Oh my. Anyways, y'all, let's move on to the draft. Players under 25 years old. Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this one. I'm actually very excited for this one. Yeah. This one's gonna be.
We're gonna do the old format. And next podcast, guys, I'm gonna have a brand new draft overlay. So we'll be doing. But for now, bear with me. We can just do it right here. Oh, no. Okay. But
Perfect.
Yeah, set it up. Tell the chat, the rules.
Okay. So these are the rules. So we could play, basically, we're doing a draft: point guard, shooting guard, small forwards, or whatever type of team you want to make. 5 people, and you got to make the best team with players under the age of 25.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yep, I like this. I really do. We got to pick people outside the box. I already have the team in mind. This was kind of easy for me because I'm just a basketball genius. So
and my team will still be better than yours. Ain't that
whatever.
Crazy? So I guess since you have your team already, I'm gonna go first this time. But let me.
Okay. Okay.
But let me get this up on the screen real quick.
Got you.
We're going to have this bootleg draft overlay for one more time, guys. Bear with us. You're growing with us. We're a growing podcast. We're a growing organism. Sir. As long as you guys keep hanging with us, you guys are the water that helps us grow. So bear with us. We appreciate you guys. Our community is the realest. Now let me destroy him in this draft once. I feel like I'm like 5-0 in drafts.
You have lost every single draft we have played.
Don't think that's true. Okay, hold on. My name is Poppy Solo. My teams are so much more unique and versatile. It's ridiculous. Like you have no creativity, bro.
It's not about creativity. It's about winning.
It's about winning the hearts of the people.
So that's what I'm going LeBron James first, and
I bet you would. Okay, hold on 1 second. We're so close. We're like 1 minute away. You guys just enjoy this elevator music while you wait. Okay. Now I'm going first. Under 25. Now I'm not gonna lie. Didn't study for this, guys. Bear with me. I don't know the ages of everybody. So if somebody can be the fact checker, that would be great. But I know you want to go Luka. I know you want to go Luka first bad. I know you want Luka bad. And if you don't want Luka bad, you're going to try to see if he slipped. But hold on. Why are you breathing? It's so hard. You nervous? I got to just do real quick.
So who are you getting?
Oh, okay. Easy. Oh, the chat could see. I'm getting Jason Tatum. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Okay. So I'm gonna go with someone you did not expect. I'm gonna go Luka Doncic.
I wanted to look at just to steal him from you, but I'm gonna go out on a limb right now and say it, just so we can clip it and all that. And I feel like people think I'm kidding around. I'm not. Jason Tatum is a better basketball player than Luka Doncic.
Oh my God,
and bro! When we talked about those sleeper MVP picks, we only talked about Cat. Tatum is definitely in that sleeper MVP check. And I feel like, we give Luka all this love and we sleep on what Tatum is doing in Boston. That organization has been shit, but he has, continued to excel and become better. And I truly believe that Jason Tatum is better at basketball than Luka. All right, so wait, you get 2 picks.
Oh, okay. So we're going like that, Snake. Okay.
Wait. Can we do that? No, we can't do that with 2 people.
Yeah. I was about to say. I'm like, okay. Damn, I'm gonna kill you.
But I'm gonna go Zion Williamson.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, I'm liking this so far. So Now I could go big or I could go small here. I'm gonna put Luke at the shooting guard, okay? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Trey Young at my point.
Trey. Wait. Luca and Trey. Okay.
Yep, Luca and Trey Young.
I actually respect that. I
That's a
respect that.
that's an elite backcourt.
I do like Ja Morant, guys. I do love Ja Morant. I do love Ja Morant. I'm trying to think of a young center. I don't want to go Bam. I don't know how old Bam is.
Yeah, he's under 25.
He's over 25. No, he's not. He's
Yeah,
24. You tried to steal him from me. He's
Bam is
20.
under 25.
Oh, under. My bad. I thought you said over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't like. Well, I'll say this about Bam. I seen a report that says he wants to be more of a shooter this year. If Bam becomes more of a shooter, then he will be dominant. He'll be a top 3 center. I tell you that right now. 4. I'll give him 4. Top 4 center. But for that reason, I gotta do it, bro. I gotta go Ja Morant.
You spelled Trey Young wrong. It's Trae.
My bad.
Yeah,
My bad, Trey.
I'm just saving you before you clip this and.
I was thinking about Ayton, but after Ayton got exposed against Giannis, bro,
Honestly,
he gotta
that's
earn
who
it again.
that's who I'm going with. I'm going with Aiton.
He gotta earn it again, bro.
That's my man. That's my center.
Easy. Then I'm gonna go Christian Wood.
Ooh, Christian Wood. Okay. I'm liking this
Much
so
better
far.
than DeAndre Ayton. Saying it right now.
So I'm gonna go with the man that got an extension today. I'm gonna go MPJ.
Not
Michael
bad.
Porter
So I got
Jr.
my big. I got my 4. I got my 1 2, and I got my my 2 3. I'm gonna end this off. I can't believe he lasted this long. I'm going Devin Booker.
Oof. Thank
Devin
God.
Booker. This team is
Ooh.
fire.
I thought you were gonna pick my player. I'm gonna go with Mr. Mini triple double. I'm going with Sabonis.
Oh, Sabonis is he's under 25?
Yeah, he's 24.
Nice. All right, so I got Jason Tatum, Zion, John Morant, Christian Wood, Devin Booker against Luka, Trey Young, DeAndre Ayton, MPJ. I need to do a poll for this. I need a poll because I feel like my team is much better. Let's see what the chat says.
Yo,
The chat
my
always be hating on me
team-
though.
Yo,
Whose
my team
team
kind of
is-
nasty.
The chat always be hating on me, but they gotta know that mine is dominant. Solo, light out. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to vote. Who has the better team? Let me know. Rose, I don't. Rose is biased because he's mad because I don't like Dame. He will vote. He will vote against me for everything.
I voted for you, so you could have a chance at least.
Bro, who's voting for you? What is going on? Look, guys, Jason Tatum's the best player on this list, and I got
No,
Zion.
he's not.
And I got Zion.
Yo,
Christian
guys,
Wood,
come
Christian
on
Wood,
now. Yo,
and
this
I
is
got
horrible.
I got D Book. Your best player is
Bro, I want you to
MPJ.
two things. Drag this up a little bit, the draft, because the bottom part is kind of cut off, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
That will
yeah.
make
And
my
then,
team look even better. There we
and
go.
two, I want you to clip this, and I want TikTok to know that my team won. My team is disgusting. Not it has a balance. It has a better backcourt than your team. It has a better center. I got MPJ at my 4 or at my 3, and
So your
Sabonis
teams
at my
both
4.
suck.
Bro, my team is fire.
Bro, I almost
Fire.
want to invite one of you assholes on stream to draft a better team than me. Because in hindsight is 2020. But you can't sit here and tell me that my team is not dominant. I'm tempted to put this in 2K, but I need to watch some football tonight. But you know what? I'm gonna clip this to show you guys in a 7-game series, we probably win in 5. Easily.
Oh my.
Easily.
So while the votes are going on, we're gonna go to a segment again from Player's Choice that I want to incorporate here because there was a lot of stuff that we couldn't just talk about all day. We have lives, but I want to talk about care or don't care, Poppy Solo. You're gonna let me know if you want to talk about it or you don't want to talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
So, so the first one is from care or don't care. It's the ESPN top 10 list. We kind of already talk about it, but if you want to talk about it a little more, let's go right in it.
Don't care.
Don't care. LeBron, Melo, Draymond, and AD were at the Rams game.
I do want to talk about that.
Okay, what's up?
Um, because Draymond was there, but he wasn't at media day today, and you know, I've been saying a lot of things as I've been seeing it. You know, the Draymond KD interview. Like I've been seeing little things where I don't feel like Draymond's going to retire a Warrior. I really don't think so. He seems to be embracing a lot of his, who would be opponents, and I could easily see Draymond leaving the Warriors to go win some more rings before his career is over because it's almost over. And that could be on the Lakers, unfortunately, as much as I don't want it to be. And, his relationship with KD, to me, thinks that it could be the Nets. I feel like what Draymond is doing right now is he's kind of shopping himself around. He's hanging out with groups, seeing what team he wants to be on, because I don't think he wants to be on the Warriors. Now, they said he missed for personal reasons, and it could be something totally different. But I just don't think Draymond, I think they'll retire his jersey, but I don't think Draymond is as loyal to, an organization as y'all think. I think he wants to go out and play for another team, just to say he did.
Here's the thing, Solo. Uh, I think Draymond is gonna be one of those players that retire with their teams, but I wouldn't be surprised if he honestly him going to the Brooklyn Nets. That is not that is not too crazy as it seems that I really do believe that Draymond Green can end up a net, but that's really very that's a very far fetched statement in my opinion. I don't think that will actually happen, but if he did have to leave, it would be the Nets because he loves KD. He wants to
Mm-hmm.
play with KD. So yeah, not a bad take from you, Solo. Next one is Westbrook with his blue hair. You like that?
I think it's cool. I'll just say that on
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I love what Westbrook's fashion, so I want him to
I
keep doing what
think
he's
I think
doing.
he's a Solo fan because he now has blue fan. The Chiefs are currently 1-2. How do you feel about that?
You said the Chiefs?
Yep.
Oh, I would love to talk about this. If you guys didn't know, I'm a huge Chargers fan. I didn't go into this game confident. I mean, I know we beat them last season, but I was still a little bit worried, especially with us losing to Dallas the week before with the game-losing field goal. But I think the Chiefs are fine. I think they're a contender regardless. I think they're past going trying to go undefeated in the season. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to be a contender. But I do believe we need to start showing some more respect to the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert is going to be an MVP candidate one day. We have also Mike Williams. Bro, I drafted him in both my leagues. So he's going crazy. Keenan Allen's still there. Like they have a very underrated team. Now, I'm not saying Chargers are a Super Bowl team. All I'm saying is they're competitive now. But I'm not too worried about the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs defense right now is
Yeah.
I could probably run through that right now at this point because it's looking tough for the Chiefs right now.
They did
If they
just
wanna,
sign Josh Gordon, which is great.
yeah. So hopefully they they figure that out and figure that out pretty soon. Anyways, next topic: LeBron James losing weight this offseason. How do you think about that?
I think LeBron looks amazing as ever. If I ever was rich enough to get surgery, I would say maybe look like LeBron James, because he has a great bod. And I'm not one of those guys who just blindly hits on everything LeBron does. He might not be the best basketball player ever, but he might have the best six pack ever. I'm not gonna tell you that right now.
Oh my God.
So yeah, he looks great.
Yo, that's a hard pause right there. Yo, AD gaining muscle for the center position this season. Is that something that you like to hear?
Yeah, it's great. I think he should have been more open to playing center a long time ago. It's going to be awesome for him. And I think Lakers are, going to do great during the regular season. It's just when we get to the finals, and I think you guys will even struggle against the Nuggets, but I'll save that for another conversation.
Oh man, that is a conversation that you're gonna look stupid in. Victor Oladipo came out and said that he is going to have the greatest comeback story of all time. Do you believe him?
Yes, I believe anyone when they say something like that. I'm a full supporter of people who want to make comeback stories, the underdog. I love Oladipo, man. I used to watch him at IU. I lived in Bloomington when he was playing there, and it was a moment. So yeah, I think he's gonna do his thing. Now, I don't think he'll do it enough for the Heat to be a top
Facts.
three team.
I think Oladipo's delusional for saying that, but I mean
Wow.
that's just me. I don't think Oladipo's that guy. I think Oladipo's just gonna be a great role player for the Miami Heat, and they're gonna get swept in 4 games in the first round to the Chicago Bulls. I said it here, and I'll say it again: the Bulls will eliminate the Miami Heat in the playoffs if it's the fourth, fifth seed, like I'm expecting.
That's not true,
Anyways,
but I'm glad we able to clip that so you can look dumb in the playoffs. But I do think the Bulls eliminate the 76ers. I think the Sixers are so down bad. I think they'll still be a good team because he got Embiid, you know.
I guess depending who they get for Ben Simmons, that's
I
the thing
think
that I
if they
got.
get a decent guard, they're still a top 5 seed in the East.
Yeah, definitely, especially in the East.
Yeah, but
And
I still think the Bulls beating them, of course.
MPJ just signed a $200 million extension. That is crazy.
I
What do
do
you
want to
think
talk
about
about
that?
that, bro. I'm so proud of MPJ because I remember his draft class. I remember people saying that he shouldn't even be in the NBA. You know, he had that injury that was crazy. So it's crazy to see him go from that, people doubting him, to him,
Yeah,
making
that's
$200 million. It's a
dope.
beautiful thing. He's on a beautiful team. I love the Nuggets. And like I said a little bit earlier, I think they have what it takes to beat the Lakers. But again, we'll talk about that another time. But congrats to MPJ. He's going
I
to be a
think
star in this league.
I think I agree with your take minus the Laker take. But I am gonna say I think it was a little too early for giving him a $200 million contract. But I am happy that he got it because again, people did not believe in him in the beginning in the draft, and now he's getting paid. So I like to see that. I just think it was just a little too
I think he
early.
deserves it more than Jimmy Butler.
Bro, Jimmy Butler's contract is. Can I rant about that real quick? Can I
Go
rant that
ahead.
just real quick, bro? I hate the Miami Heat fan base. They're so delusional, man. I heard on Twitter that the Miami Heat are going to beat the Brooklyn Nets if they were healthy. No, you guys are not. I need you guys to hold that train. There's no one in the Miami Heat that are gonna stop either Harden, Kyrie if he gets the vaccine, and KD. Bro, there's no one
And who's
in
going
that
to
team.
score in that team? That's the
Bro,
question.
Jimmy Butler is gonna score in that team? Did we just forget? This man had a horrible playoff run this season? This man looked like Jimmy Trash. I don't know, like it wasn't Jimmy Butler. It wasn't. And then with that performance right there, Jimmy Butler still had a max extension. What? Yo, I hope the Miami Heat know that they just signed the worst contract in the NBA.
Now, I want to
And
say,
this is
I want to follow that by saying, I would never want to hate on a man making money, but come on, Miami. Come on, Miami.
yeah,
Butler
dude,
can't be a number one option on a championship team, bro.
he can't. And I know, Jimmy's like that type of guy that likes to like let the team play. You know who could do that? Any role player in the NBA. They do that. So I hate that as well. Anyways, finally, the last care or don't care. Are you excited to see the Lakers beat the Nets this Sunday?
Yo, speaking of that, we'll be doing our very first watch party, me and Light Out Sports. We're both going to be live, so feel free to bounce in and out of our chats and talk some smack. Should be fun. We're thinking about doing some challenges throughout it, and at the end of the game, the team that loses, the loser has to eat a super spicy wing. I'll be posting the hot sauces on TikTok and other social medias, so you guys can see how spicy this stuff is. And then in
It's really
between that, we'll
spicy.
do other things as well.
I'm actually kind of scared about this, but
You
I
should
believe
be
in the
scared.
Lakers. The Lakers are good enough to beat the Nets this Sunday,
I
and
think
I'm
Cam
excited.
Thomas alone is going to beat the Lakers.
Yo,
I
I
expect
think
a 25-point game from Cam Thomas.
I
I'm
think
calling it now.
Carmelo dropping 60 in the preseason.
Melo
Anyway.
playing 5 minutes in the preseason. Come on, bro.
And
You too old.
finally, guys, we officially open our new Rivals Twitter page. I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Make sure to go follow that. That's going to keep you updated when we go live this Sunday, what's going on, if we have a show or not, preparing you guys that we're going to go live in a certain point. We're going to be posting some clips there. So make sure to show up some love. You already follow. Appreciate the love, guys. The link is right there. Light Out Sports. I mean, not Light Out Sports. New Rivals. That's just me, Light Out Sports, putting the link there.
Is the L a
right
one?
there. I guess, yeah. What the heck?
Oh, wait,
No,
no,
it's
it's
new-
new rival ones. Wait, what is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even. I
Oh,
never
wait,
even
you
know
put the
my
wrong
user-
link. You put the wrong link.
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine it takes them to like a grocery.
I
Yeah,
clicked it and it said this account doesn't exist.
this is very
But
very
yes,
awkward.
the watch parties are gonna start happening. On my end, I'm gonna do a lot of Nets watch parties. I'm sure Leto's gonna do a lot of Lakers. I would love to do some, Trailblazers as well. Like if the Nets and Blazers play, I would love to have Rose on my watch party so we can watch it together. And that goes out to fans of any other team. Like I see there's a Bulls fan in there. If anybody wants to join me on any of my watch parties, let me know. I love having a fan of the opposing team on my stream so we can kick it, talk sports, and we can both watch your team get demolished by the Brooklyn Nets.
Before we end the show, Solo, I sent you the link on Discord. Can you post it? Because you have the power to post links. It just almost kicked me out of the whole chat for posting a link on the thing. Guys, Solo's going to put it right now so y'all can follow the account.
And if you don't follow already, go ahead and follow our Twitter. I know Rose does. Who was that? Sterling does. Rose will follow you back. I promise you. But here's the real Twitter.
There you go.
There you go, guys. Thank you again for dealing with our malfunction. Of course, we're never going to give up. We're going to be here. The lights can go out, and we'll do the podcast with some flashlights, bro. So we love you guys.
We'll throw our phones, bro.
Week.
It was a great episode. It was a great episode. See you guys next week. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.